Well, hello there. While I'm driving, I'm always driving. While I'm driving, I thought I would talk a little bit about good energy, positive energy, good karma, whatever you want to call it. Being kind and good to other people. Kind of similar to religion, which I'll kind of branch off into religion as well. But kindness, being good and kind to other people. You know, it's not easy sometimes because you can go through your day doing nice things, helping out people, smiling, you know, being friendly, giving that gentle touch to somebody when you think they kind of need it. Say, it's all right, you know, that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden something terrible happens to you. I'll give you a perfect example. So this morning, when I woke up, I had to pay the mortgage on my house and property. So I stopped by my bank where my mortgage is, you know, taken out. And I went to the ATM to get out some cash from my other bank, my main bank, and I went into, you know, the bank that I bank at for the mortgage and paid everything and left. I got a phone call about 10 minutes later from the teller at the bank saying somebody found my ATM card from my other bank in their bank's ATM machine. I know that sounds confusing, but I think you get what I'm talking about. So basically, in a nutshell, I left my ATM card at an ATM and somebody turned it in, and the bank called me to say they found my card. So the bad, the negative, the things that are going to happen to you all the time, no matter what you do, I forgot my ATM card like an idiot in the machine. That was me, all me. No fate, no karma, no nothing. I left my card in there, right? Well, what about the person who turned it in? They did their good deed, didn't they? And they gave me my card back because I do good deeds, because I'm a good person, because I'm a kind person. I genuinely believe, maybe not every time, but I genuinely believe that because I'm a good person, it was turned back in. If I were a bad person, I don't think anybody would have turned that card in. It would have been lost. It would have fallen on the ground. It would have been stolen. Who knows what could have happened to it? Or they would have been unable to contact me to find out who I was to give it back to me. That type of thing. You know, my dad is one of the kindest people I've ever known. He's a great example for me and has more integrity than anybody. And he used to go swimming every morning at the pool where they lived in a community in Dallas, and they had a nice pool there. And he used to go swimming there all the time. And my mom bought him a new watch. It was a Tag Heuer diving watch, which is bizarre because he felt the need to take it off. It had nothing to do with the waterproof or water resistance. It had to do with the clunkiness of it being on his wrist while he did his laps. One day, he forgot it. He left it on the edge of the pool. Months went by. And all of a sudden, he goes to check his mail, and on the bulletin board in the little mailbox section, there was a note that said, I found the nice watch down by the pool. If you can prove it's yours, you can have it back. My mom, being the Brooklyn, New Yorker that she is, saves everything. So of course she had the receipt and pictures with my dad and the watch. They went and talked to the woman. Bam, he got his watch back. It's because my dad was a good person, you know, and that woman was a good person. I remember once when I was a little kid, my brother found a purse at the mall. And there was like $500 in it. To us, it was millions, but there was $500 in it. Neither of us had an instinct to keep a penny of it. Our instinct was the adventure we were going to have trying to find the person who lost it. And being that my brother was kind of the instigator of everything, in a situation like this, that came in handy. Because he would be, all right, instead of call for mom and then walk away, and then I go, Mom! Mom! While he was hiding somewhere, and then mom would go, what is it, boys? But in this particular situation, he had me do the same thing, walking through the mall going, who lost their purse? Someone lost their purse! While he was hiding behind the fountain. And then finally a security guard came up, and overall we found it. And he gave it back to the woman. Now, she didn't give him a penny. She didn't reward him with $5, $10, or anything. And I remember we were disappointed with that, and so was the security guard. The security guard said something. And I remember he put his hand on my brother's shoulder, and he goes, I want to commend you for an excellent job. That was very, very admirable. What a gentleman you are. And that left a huge influence on me. Because my brother didn't get upset. He didn't get angry. He was happy that he was able to return that woman's purse. Who knows what that money was? That's a lot of cash. So she could have been getting ready to make a mortgage payment. You never know. So the the positive flow carried on through. And I have to say that my brother is one of the luckiest people I've ever known. He's financially complete. He's the guy that bails me out of trouble when I have financial problems. You know what I mean? Because he's a good person, you know? And his focus is to be successful and have whatever he wants. So he's getting that. I'm a good person too. And my focus is to be happy and caring and understanding and to be an absolute lover of humanity, religion, and life in general. So I don't judge people based upon skin color, creed, religious values, or anything. In fact, I'm kind of a Christian. I was raised Roman Catholic. But the reality of my religious beliefs is I'm whatever religion you are when I'm talking to you. That's right. You just heard me say that. If you're a Muslim, when I'm sitting with you, then I'm a Muslim. I don't want to talk about Catholicism. I already know enough. I want to talk about your religion. You're Jewish. I love Jewish people. I think Jewish people are some of the most interesting, fascinating people on the planet. Not in the sense of stereotyping a Jewish person, but that pretty much most other religions come from them. So the deviations and so forth, the food laws and their intricate belief systems, I think it's fascinating because I come from Catholicism, which basically means I feel guilty for anything I did throughout the day. And no matter how hard I try to be good, I still feel like I wasn't good enough. But what I'm getting at is, if I'm sitting with you and socializing with you and sipping tea and we're having a conversation and all of a sudden you bring up that you're an evangelist or you bring up that you're Baptist or Presbyterian or... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are. They're yours, just like mine are mine. You know, I have brown hair. You might have blonde or black hair. I have blue eyes that are really sensitive to the light and the sun. You may have brown eyes, which allows you to go driving around like this in bright sunlight. Those are all just intricate differences between us. And they're all beautiful things, you know? I'm going to say something right now that's going to get me in trouble, but it's the truth. And that is, how could you not want to be with women, if you're a guy, and if you're a woman, men, from other cultures and other parts of the world? Oh my God, there's nothing sexier than a different skin color. To be kissing a woman's arm or her neck, and it's dark brown, or even dark chocolate color, or it doesn't matter, man. We're all wonderful, interesting people, every one of us. We should absorb what we can from the uniqueness of others around us. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. But the key of all of this that I just wanted to talk about is just be a good person. Don't judge other people. And you know what? Life will be good to you. It really will. And one last little bit of advice. Don't forget to start your day by making your bed. That's your first task that you can complete. And throughout your day, you might just complete a whole bunch more tasks. But at least you know you completed that one. And if you have a lousy day, at least when you get home, your bed's been made. Take care. Thanks for watching.